Have you ever walked past an elderly person and noticed a distinct scent? Something you can't quite describe, but it's undeniably there? It's not just in your head. Scientists have confirmed that as we age, our body chemistry shifts, and that can change how we smell. But before you jump to conclusions about hygiene or personal care, let's get one thing straight. The scent of aging has nothing to do with being clean or dirty. In fact, even the most meticulously groomed seniors can carry what's been dubbed the old person smell. So what causes it? What's happening inside the body that leads to this shift in scent? And most importantly, what can we do about it for ourselves, our parents, or our loved ones? Let's start with the biology. Around age 50 and beyond, our skin undergoes major changes. One of the most surprising discoveries in recent decades comes from researchers in Japan who identified a compound called 2-noni-nal. This chemical is formed when fatty acids in our skin oxidize. Unlike the typical sweat-based odor you might be familiar with, which comes from bacteria breaking down perspiration, 2-noni-nal has a musty, slightly greasy, cardboard-like smell. And the kicker? It doesn't wash off with soap and water. That's because 2-noni-nal is oil-soluble, not water-soluble. So while you might feel fresh after a shower, the scent lingers in the background, undetected by you, but very noticeable to others. Let's take George, for example. He's 68, retired, and keeps a rigorous hygiene routine, daily showers, clean clothes, cologne. But one day, while reading to his grandkids, he overhears a whisper. "Grandpa smells like old people." He's stunned. He just bathed that morning. But this moment sends him down a rabbit hole of research. And what he finds is eye-opening. The way we smell has more to do with biology than hygiene. And the more George reads, the more he realizes he's not alone. Many older adults experience this change, and most don't even know it's happening to them. So if 2-noni-nal can't be scrubbed away, are we doomed to smell musty after 60? Not at all. One of the biggest factors that influence body scent is diet. The phrase, "you are what you eat," is true, even for how you smell. Foods rich in sulfur and strong spices like garlic, onions, curry, and cumin release compounds that seep through the skin. Red meat, which digests slowly, can intensify body odor, while alcohol breaks down into acids that escape through breath and sweat, leaving a stale or sour aroma. In short, what you put on your plate has a direct impact on how you smell every day. The good news is that some foods naturally neutralize odor. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and parsley are rich in chlorophyll, which cleanses the body from the inside. Citrus fruits such as oranges and lemons balance pH and leave skin smelling fresher. Herbal teas, especially green and peppermint tea, are packed with antioxidants that fight odor-causing bacteria. George tried these changes, shifting toward a Mediterranean-style diet with more vegetables, olive oil, and fish. Within weeks, he noticed fresher skin, lighter sweat, and even compliments from his wife. Another hidden factor is medication. Many prescriptions change how the body processes sweat and oils, creating new scents. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety drugs may increase sweating. Diabetes medications can cause a sweet or fruity odor. Diuretics make sweat more concentrated, while some pain relievers slightly alter natural scent. George realized his blood pressure medication was playing a role. After speaking with his doctor, adjusting his dose, and drinking more water, he noticed his odor improved again. As we age, skin gets thinner, drier, and produces oils that oxidize more easily, leading to stronger odors like tunanino. Sweat composition also changes, sometimes making it smell sharper even if we sweat less. Many older adults keep using harsh soaps or strong cleansers, but these strip natural oils, dry the skin further, and allow bacteria to settle in. The result is odor that lingers longer than before. After 60, hygiene routines need an upgrade. Gentle pH-balanced cleansers with aloe, oatmeal, or glycerin clean without stripping skin. Moisturizing after showers keeps skin hydrated and less likely to hold odors. Paying attention to hidden spots, behind the ears, under the breasts, or in skin folds, helps reduce bacteria. Choosing breathable fabrics like cotton or linen also prevents odors from getting trapped. George made these changes and quickly felt fresher and more comfortable every day. One of the most overlooked sources of lingering odor isn't the body itself, but the fabrics we live in every day. Clothes, sheets, and towels may look clean, yet they can hold on to natural oils, sweat, and skin cells that build up over time. This is especially true for synthetic fabrics like polyester, which tend to trap odors far more than natural fibers. The problem is that standard detergents often mask the smell rather than remove it, leaving behind a faint but stubborn mustiness. George realized this when he noticed that even after showering, the old smell would return as soon as he put on his clothes or lay down on his pillow. To solve it, he made a few simple changes. He switched to enzyme-based detergents designed to break down body oils, added white vinegar to the rinse cycle to naturally neutralize odors, and began air-drying laundry in sunlight whenever possible. Sunlight, with its natural antibacterial power, gave his clothes a fresher scent than any fabric softener ever could. He also washed bedding weekly and changed pillowcases 2 or 3 times a week. These small habits completely transformed the freshness of his fabrics, and with it, his overall confidence. Yes, our scent changes with age, but it doesn't have to define us. By adjusting diet, understanding medications, caring for skin, and paying attention to laundry, we can stay fresh and confident. George proved that small changes make a big difference. He felt cleaner, smelled fresher, and carried himself with more ease around his loved ones. Aging isn't about decline, it's about adapting. With the right habits, we can redefine what growing older means, not musty or tired, but vibrant and full of life. If you found this helpful, share it, leave a comment, and subscribe for more tips on living well at every age.